What's going on, guys? It's your boy CMB. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, smash that like button, and let's get into this one really quickly. Now, guys, the saga continues between Terence Crawford and Errol the True Spence Jr. A fight that has not been made yet, but we just keep talking about it because it's the biggest fight in boxing. People can't get enough of it. So here we are once again. Now, I dropped a video last night on the tweet that Terence Crawford put out, pretty much doubling down on what he said on his Instagram Live. If you guys didn't know, he did a live a couple of days ago, giving his side of the story on why the fight talks broke down between him and Errol the True Spence Jr. Now, I think he did that because he felt compelled, because the narrative in the street was that Bud was ducking Errol the True Spence Jr. And I've said this on my channel plenty of times. I don't think that's the case. I don't think either fighter wants to duck one another. I think it was more of the fact that, when it came to the business side, both teams couldn't, come to an agreement. And that's why the fight's not taking place right now. I know a lot of people want to blame, Errol Spence Jr. fans want to blame Terence Crawford. Terence Crawford fans want to blame Errol Spence Jr. And it's the business, guys. If you can't come to an agreement for a contract, you're not going to get a fight, and it's just that simple. Why would he go through this for months on end to duck a fighter? It doesn't really make sense. Why would a guy who's a 3-division champion, a former undisputed champion at 140, a current WBO champion at welterweight, take the time out to negotiate? Being a free agent, by the way, so he's had to get his own lawyers to negotiate with Al Heyman. Why would he go through all that just to duck a fight? It doesn't really make any sense. It's just that the talks broke down. They couldn't come to an agreement. And now we have both fighters probably fighting somebody else this year. We already know Terence Crawford is going to face David Avanesian on the 10th of December. I think it's going to be in Omaha, Nebraska. And the word on the street is Errol Spence Jr. is looking to face off against Keith One-Time Thurman December the 17th in Dallas, Texas. We haven't got a confirmation on that one yet. We're waiting for the announcement to be made. So I think that's good news. I think that's good news that both guys are going to fight this year. And the even better news is that Terence Crawford said that, it isn't over. He still wants to fight. So after these two guys, if they can get past their opponents, then they can go back into negotiations and make the fight happen. Like I said, you guys remember Floyd Money Mayweather said that this fight is not happening right now. He said that this fight's going to happen on down the line. And I took him at his word for it because, he's an insider. He's going to know what's going on at the PBC. So is it going to happen in February? Probably not. It's probably going to happen. If it happens next year, probably in the summertime, maybe in the fall. But like I said, the good news is Terence Crawford still wants to fight. I think it's important to him. I think it's important to Errol Spence Jr. It's all about legacy. You guys know Errol Spence said, he didn't want to leave 147 to become undisputed in the weight class. And Terence Crawford, I'm sure he wants to be a 2-time undisputed champion. There's a lot on the line here. Now, I was going to read these tweets, but it's like I said, it's so many of them. I really don't want to get bogged down with that. I just wanted to give you guys my take on, why the fight's not taking place. And it's just business, guys. That's what it is. They couldn't come to an agreement, so the fight's not taking place. It doesn't have anything to do with either fighter being scared of one another. These guys I don't take either one of these guys as, being afraid to do what they do. They go in there, they're the top fighters in the game. Why would they be afraid of one another? That doesn't make any sense. But like I said, I just wanted to get my 2 cents on that. I'm looking forward to both of the guys fighting. I want to see what they look like against opponents, because I think David Avanesian, I will put him in a category of being an Errol Spence type. Not saying that he's on Errol Spence's level, but I'm hearing that he's a power puncher. I want to see how well Bud does against that. And if Errol goes into the fight with Keith Thurman, he's a Terence Bud Crawford type. They may be on the same level. I don't know. But, he's a mover. He's a boxer, puncher. And I want to see how well Errol does in the ring with a fighter like that, since he hasn't really fought a fighter like that. Making my assessment from both fighters from these fights that's coming up. And we're going to see what happens next year if this fight can be made. So all this back and forth on Twitter, blaming each other, it really doesn't matter. People are going to believe what they want to believe, but I just want the fight. And I know we have to deal with the aspects of, contracts and negotiations and things like that. That's how business is. Sometimes things are going to run smoothly, sometimes they're not. So you guys tell me what you think about it in the comment section. I invite you guys to go check out all those tweets. There's a lot of them going back and forth. Like I said, it really doesn't matter as long as we get the fight in the end. You guys let me know what you think about it in the comment section. It's the CMB. I'll talk to you guys in the next one. And I'm out. Peace.